Can I have multiple citizenship? So can you have your Italian dual citizenship? Can I keep my past citizenship, my original citizenship? For example, you are an American citizen, you are an Australian citizen, Canadian citizen, and so on, and you want to apply, you're thinking to apply for citizenship, Italian dual citizenship by descent or by marriage. Can you keep multiple citizenship? How does it work? This is a good question actually, and today we want to reply to this question because it really depends. We can say yes and no. This is Marco Bersani as always from the Bersani Law Firm and Partners from Italy, an Italian immigration law firm with expertise on Italian dual citizenship applications. So do not lose any more time and let's start. So the main question today is, can I have multiple citizenship? So let's assume that you want to apply for Italian dual citizenship by descent or by marriage. So you are, for example, typical example, you are an American citizen, then you are thinking about applying for citizenship by descent because you found out that you have an Italian great-grandparents, you're an Italian grandfather, you have an Italian heritage. Potentially you can apply for citizenship by descent, by your descendants. But what happened with your citizenship? Is that a problem for your government? Is that a problem for Italy too? How to deal with this situation? What you can do? Well, the good answer and the short answer is yes, in most of cases you can apply and there are no problems, there will be no issues. For example, if we make the typical example of most common people, so United States citizen, American people, Canadian people, Australian people, or people from South America and other countries, it's not a problem. You can apply. Specifically between the United States and Italy there is a treaty, so both of the countries recognize multiple citizenship. So if you are an American citizen and if you want to apply for Italian citizenship, you can keep your American citizenship and also just add a new citizenship, your Italian citizenship. That's why we talk about Italian dual citizenship by descent, because you have your original citizenship and then you just add a dual, another citizenship, so the Italian one. Be aware that, it's not so automatic. From the Italian side, there are no problems. Italy, since 1992, recognizes multiple citizenship. So it's not a problem. You can also have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 citizenships. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. What is really important is to check from your side, from your government, if it's a problem or not. For example, we have, we can say, a lot of people coming from South Africa. So the problem for South Africa, for example, is that South Africa legally doesn't recognize dual citizenship. So if you want to take another citizenship, you need to renew to your South African citizenship. And the same is for example, from China. If you are from China, from China, it's pretty uncommon to thinking apply for citizenship by descent, but let's assume that there is a Chinese national that is married with an Italian citizen. So what can the Chinese national can do? Yes, the Chinese national can apply for Italian citizenship by marriage, there's no problem, but be aware that you have to renew to your original citizenship for taking a new one, the Italian one. So, there is not a general rule, not all countries are the same, not all countries have the same rules, so you need to check not from the Italian side, because from the Italian side you are fully covered, but from your side, from your legislation, if it's a problem, if you want to take another citizenship, Italian dual or third citizenship by descent or by marriage. So pay attention. Of course, we are not US attorneys or Canadian attorneys, and we are Italian attorneys. We are not expertise on foreign legislation. You need to check with your legislation or eventually contact local attorney for double checking the information, being sure that everything is handled from without any issues actually. As always, for questions, something you want to ask, there is no problem. You can contact us through the website. There is a contact form, it's free of charge, so you can just use the contact form, or you can also share your question here on the YouTube channel. You can leave some comments, something you want to ask. Of course, be aware that we cannot do consultations, legal consultation, through YouTube, of course, and through all the social medias. So if you have some specific comments, a legal question, you need to book a consultation course. That's the only way for us to be sure to give you the right answer to your questions. Also because, all cases are different, each person is different, each case is maybe regulated by different rules. So, we need to check your case and your situation, case by case basis. It's Marco Berzani as always. Thank you so much for your time and see you on the next videos.